Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Psycho-Pass Season 2, Episode 1. And it was really fucking good, okay? If you don't remember, I did a full series review of the original Psycho-Pass earlier this year. So I have seen it, obviously, which is why I'm watching Season 2. And I really loved Season 1, okay? I really did. It had problems, but overall, I really loved it. So I'm really glad that Season 2 is finally starting now. And this episode was really good, okay? Now, I do want to mention one thing real quick. There's this one new male enforcer. I don't remember what his name is, but there's a major spoiler in the fucking opening for him, okay? I'm calling right now. He's going to go evil later on in the series, okay? Excuse me, I'm calling it right now because there was this whole thing in the opening where he's holding like this Dominator and pointing it at the screen, okay? And then I think he actually fires it as well. And then like part of his face goes to black and you see it like have a red eye and the other eye's the same. So I'm gonna guess either he's just gonna switch sides later on, or he originally planned to go evil all along, or maybe he has like a split personality or something, which would symbolize the two sides of his face. Something like that is what I'm guessing is gonna happen later on with him. And it kind of concerns me that they're throwing out that major of a fucking spoiler in this series, because this is an anime original. This isn't based off like a manga or a light novel or a visual novel or a video game or anything like that. This is an anime original, so why they would throw out the big spoiler like that, some might miss, but I didn't. And a lot of others wouldn't either in the opening. I don't know, but either way though, in terms of the opening in general, I really liked it. The song was so fucking good. I actually liked it better than Psycho-Pass's openings. And was this the same singer that sung the Tokyo Ghoul opening? I think it is. Huh. It's really weird, really cool at the same time. Okay. Because Tokyo Ghoul opening is really cool. I mean, it may not have been, I don't know, but it really sounded like it to me. That was the same guy who sung Tokyo Ghoul's opening. So it was actually really cool that I noticed that. The ending was really good as well. So, and in terms of the music inside the episode, as always, it's really good. It's not exactly the same as Psycho-Pass Season 1 all the way around, but it does have certain moments where it definitely retains that same flair as Psycho-Pass. Psycho-Pass's music does, okay? So anyways, what do we have in this episode? Well, we have Akane Tsunemori, the main character from the previous season, as I'm guessing, and it's obviously Inspector now. I'm not too sure how high up she is, but she basically has three enforcers. One is obviously Ginoza, because remember at the end of the last season, he became an enforcer because his Psycho-Pass went way too high to be repaired, basically, to be healed or whatever you want to call it. And then there's two others. There's that one guy that I mentioned before with the spoiler in the opening. I don't remember his name, but then there's also another one named Miki, I believe. She's a female, and I already don't like her that much. Not that she's a bad character, but in general, but just because I have a bad feeling about her, because, as you know, like, Akane's changed a little bit, meaning that she seems a lot more stern and a lot more mature, which would be obvious considering exactly what she went through in the first season. But she also seems to retain that same amount of like the willingness to want to save as many lives as she can. Okay, because we saw with the Dominator in this episode, she actually talked to the criminal to bring his Psycho-Pass down to a level where she wouldn't have to eliminate him. Okay, and then she put it on the paralyzer or whatever it's called. And Miki basically doesn't agree with that. She thinks that criminal should have just been eliminated, and she calls Akane wrong and whatnot. So because of that, I think that she's going to be a major issue later on and might turn villain as well. Okay. We also get the glimpse of who I can only assume is going to be the main villain. We don't actually get a name or a true appearance either. I mean, at first he's a female, but then he turns into a male. I don't really know, but I assume that, and that was towards the end of the episode, I assume that guy's going to, or woman, whatever, is going to be the major, like, villain of this season. Okay? and which is going to be really interesting. So, anyways, though, so overall, I thought it was a fantastic episode. Okay, no sign of Kogami. No idea if he's going to make an appearance here. He damn well better, because he was the best fucking character in season 1. Quite honestly. But either way, though, I mean, I'm sure it'll be great without him. Now, one thing's worth mentioning is that this is done by the same scriptwriter that wrote Hamatora. Both seasons, I assume. Excuse me. Yeah. Hamatora was a piece of shit. And this by the same scriptwriter. Now, I'm going to try to go into this as unbiased as I can. Of course, that's going to be difficult, but I am going to try to, okay? But it is worth mentioning that, unfortunately, Uebuchi isn't on this anymore. And I did have wondered why, but I heard that he couldn't think of any new ideas for it. And when he can't think of any new ideas for a story, he just won't write it. And so then Production IG just kicked him off the project. Why would they would pick someone like the writer of fucking Hamatora? The Fail edition? I have no idea, but god damn it. Anyways, though, again, I'm going to try my best not to go into it too unbiased, though. Anyways, though, but overall, great episode. I definitely recommend it if you've seen season 1, but you haven't seen season 2 yet. Then I recommend going into this episode because it's for the most part definitely more of the same. The animation does look a little bit different, and so does the so do the character designs, ever so slightly. Not too much to really notice unless you look hard at it like I do. But either way, though, not fantastic yet, but really good episode though. So, anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These guys, thank you for watching. Bye bye.